Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another member anniversary video. We're joined by Mike Tabler of Tabler Insurance Agency, celebrating 10 years as a Chamber of Commerce member. Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks a lot, Doug, for having me in.
I always like it when I'm either at your office or we get a picture or video from your office because as much as I've been enjoying the World Cup, now I'm ready for college football season with all of the Buckeye gear behind you.
That's right. Yes, definitely. And I feel like every month there's something that's a little new at some point along the way. So, like, we keep adding to the collection, and same here. We're gearing up for football season.
So, beyond being a very, very big Ohio State fan, you are well entrenched in the insurance business here in Findlay and Hancock County. Let's talk about your career in insurance. Certainly, you've been a member for 10 years here, but talk to us about how you got into it and got the agency started and got to where you are now.
Yeah, great question. So yeah, 10 years as a chamber member, but this September will be my 32nd year of being a licensed agent. So it's definitely been a journey. It's been fun. So it all started for me back right when I was getting ready to go to college. My dad had a captive agency with Farmers Insurance in Columbus Grove, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And due to some health issues with my brother. He was diabetic. My dad was not going to be able to get away from his factory job and go insurance full time at the time. So he had asked me to get into the business with him. And so I went, got my college done, and then I came back and started helping him with Farmers. And I started that in 94 out of his office out in Columbus Grove. And then had an opportunity with Farmers to move to Findlay to start an office over here. And I helped service a book of business from a retired agent from Tiffin when I did that. And as things went on this week, I was finding out that Farmers wasn't the best plan for us to really be successful long term. So we decided to start over. And so we started as an independent agent in 2001. And so we've been independent since then. Our locations in Findlay have changed a lot. There was a while I was in a farmer's office. There was times I was in the back of a financial planner's office on Trenton. We were on West Front Street on the second floor. We moved to the corner of Main and Front Street in like 2016, I believe. And then just last year, we moved to this new location on North Main Street.
And so it's been a long and winding road for you. Let's talk about being an independent insurance agency and kind of the advantages that gives you.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, we can find out what the client's needs are, figure out what's all going on with them, with their auto, their home, their business. We can build a package that's best suited for them. And with an independent market, you can do that. And we can shop that around to the companies we have contracts with to figure out which company is going to put that best package together for them. We feel that's better than going the captive route where we can only sell one product with one specific carrier. We like having those options. It puts us in a little bit more control of making sure the client's going to what's best for them.
Beyond insurance, and I think this was really reflective when we did your ribbon cutting last year. You're involved in the community in a number of different ways. And the reason I mentioned the ribbon cutting is because of those ways that you're involved in the community. We saw so many people come out for your big event when we did your ribbon cutting. Obviously, it's great for networking and things like that, but I think it's just part of who you are as a person and part of the business is being involved in the community. What are the things that you have done to kind of get started with that? I actually just had an interesting conversation with Rob Walton about this earlier today, but being involved in the community is kind of paramount to what you do.
Yeah, for sure. And, the scale in which we've done and where that has been has changed over the years. As my kids were little and growing up, I did a ton of coaching. I was involved with a lot of youth sports up in the Van Buren area and was in a lot of different things helping out with their sportsplex up there, just a lot of things. And as you know, that takes a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you're coaching, whether you're organizing those things, it takes a lot of time. Kept me from doing a lot of things. Now that my kids have grown up a little bit and I'm not involved in that side of things, allows me to get involved more in the whole county of helping in a lot of different areas. So, and that's been fun. And it's been fun taking on new ventures and new things that we're doing. Some that are really big to me is one is the Children's Mentoring Connection. I signed up to be a mentor here a couple months ago. It's been a great experience and just been having so much fun with that. And what a great organization they are. Another one is BFF Journeys, which they have an adaptive golf program. So I'm now a certified adaptive golf coach. So we help people with disabilities. We help military veterans. Maybe they've got a disability. So we've had a chance to really give back in that sense. And it follows, some of that follows along what I've done a lot, and that is mentor or coached kids or individuals through that process. So, that coaching part's really fun for me. I enjoy it. And it's just a great way to give back.
Well, speaking of coaching, when you're helping people with their insurance needs, it's probably a little like coaching. Hey, here's kind of what you need to do. Here's the play to run. But when it comes to things like insurance, and I've talked about this with people before, like I am the prototypical person, like, oh, I'll just go sign up for it online. And then I realized that for insurance, that is just not the way to do it, because I am not qualified to make those decisions on my behalf, or at the very least, I need somebody guiding me on that. And that's really what you guys do there.
It is. It's basically, it's almost like a teaching degree, because basically you're teaching the client of that product. And that's what we do with our mentoring or our coaching of a sport, right? You're basically teaching is what you're doing. So, and that's why a lot of teachers become coaches. But you're exactly right. There are, in back when I started, I tell people this lately, when I got in the insurance business, pretty much all the policies were the same. The difference was the rate and who the company was. Outside the wording of all the contracts, all of that was pretty similar. Today, we are so far from that. And if you don't know all the inner workings of each specific company and what their wording is, you could have some exposures there that you're not aware of. So we try to dig deep into those policies and really get to be able to teach them and explain to them what is actually in that. And so often there's, and it's easy in today's world is to think, oh, I should just go online and buy it. And I can give you some horror stories of people who have done that and then have come back and said, I should have never done that. We pride on our experience that we've had. So going on 32 years, if you're online, you're probably dealing with someone that's very new into this. So less than a couple of years. They haven't had a lot of those experiences that can help teach or explain how that kind of stuff works.
One last question for you. I need you to give me a prediction for the upcoming Ohio State football season.
For the season, Ohio State's got a tough schedule this year, arguably one of the toughest schedules. I'll say I think they'll probably go 10-2, make the playoff, and then just hope they can make a great run in the playoffs.
All right, I like it. That's leveled expectations of it, because I would have gone complete homer and said national championship or bust. But
they got a chance. They have a really good team.
Mike. He's gonna come in with a realistic on that. So, Mike, we appreciate everything that you do, not only for people and their insurance needs, but everything in the community. If people want to schedule an appointment with you, maybe learn more about your products and services, or just talk over what they need insurance-wise, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So we've got a couple of simple ways. So number one is you can call the office. We're available from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Monday through Friday. If you want to get together in the evenings to do that, we'll do that. If you want to get there on the weekend, we can try to work that into the schedule. We want to try to meet on your terms and what's convenient for you. Whether you just want to do it through phone calls and emails, things like that, we can do that. So a great place, one, is to call. Number two is our website, which is tablerins.com. That's a great starting point as well. We've got a really streamlined and easy way to start that process with you, getting a quote started, and then we can start that education or teaching process once we've got something put together for you.
Oh, Mike, again, thank you for being a member for 10 years. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks, Doug.
So for Mike, I'm Doug. Have a great afternoon, everybody.